Streaming.
People going to the clouds, buildings overflow, children living in a crowd. Is it going to snow? Or will the rains come and wash it all away? Will the sun fall before we have our say? Do the birds sing in the city? Do they? People searching for the truth, running out of time. Lanterns signal distant man. Will there be a sign? Or will the rains come and wash it all away? Will the sun fall before we have our say? Do the birds sing in the city? Do they? Solid people everywhere, night and day combined, slicing through the mysteries. Will there be a sign? Will there ever be a sign? Or will the rains come and wash it all away? Will the sun fall before we have our say? Do the birds sing in the city? Do they? Will the rains come and wash it all away? Will the sun fall before we have our say? Do the birds sing in the city? Do they?
And welcome everyone. Hello. I am Monster 2 Mermaid and this is Minecraft. This is the Minecolonies mod for Minecraft 16 and I am playing heavily modded Minecolonies, and it is very fun for me, so I hope you will enjoy it too. This is a settlement in the nether, and Minecolonies just in this last year has made it possible for you to have a colony in the nether, and Cujo was among the main designers for a group of buildings, one of them in the background there, that you can build in the nether for your colony. And so this is a science settlement. It is actually a, let me change my view. Let's do that right from the beginning. There we go. So this building here is actually Cullen's builder's shop, and he used a desert design because this is wasted, this is wasteland, some wasted lands in the nether. Should I put up the tool belt and see what it says? It says nether wastes. So that inspired him. This is my story, and I tell stories using the Minecolonies engine, the Minecolonies game mod for Minecraft. And Cullen is one of the builders, one of the settlers, one of the people who wanted to come here and set up this settlement. And the settlement is specifically for scientists and speculators. Speculators, people who are interested in researching or discovering new materials and new flora and fauna and new and everything from the nether that could be taken to the surface and enhance life on the surface, as well as maybe to live here and enjoy life in the nether, which is not a thing that you think of in Minecraft. Enjoying living in the nether. And I can only think of a few people who have actually decided that they wanted to make housing that would be in the nether. And but then after the big nether update in 16, I think a lot more people decided that, wow, it's just so beautiful. Why not? Why not? Hello, guys. And so we have established the settlement, and I normally stream on Twitch, and I normally stream Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays on Twitch for about 6 hours in the morning Eastern Daylight Time. But this past Sunday, I actually showed the Twitch audience, the Twitch people who watch, I showed them this. I showed them the YouTube stream of the nether. This is the airship right here. And it was fun to sort of like show what happened, where it started from, and all that kind of stuff. And that was really fun. And unfortunately, while I was doing that, I lost my head. And as you can see, the top of the tavern got covered during that. And trust me, that is all that really happened. No, that's not. Actually, the other thing, Luca moved into his house that he was building, that he's still working on, I believe. And let's check for a minute, since I saw people going to work. He's right on the other side of this courier office, which is what we worked on last Monday. And yes, so he was working on this. Is he still working on this? Let's look and see. Build options. No, he's not. So he is now working on something that I didn't realize until after I started it, and you can see it right up there. The second tavern in the docks. This is the docks area. And the second tavern actually was only a level 1, and I totally forgot about that. And so I started modifying it before it was finished. So there's Luca now. So he is going to pull out all of the changes that I made. And when I say all of them, What I mean by that is I did sort of, I have a tendency when I'm using this Chroma Hills texture pack, it has moldy blocks, blocks that have plants growing out of them. And so when I have those, and as a matter of fact, you can see one right through that window there, where there's a plant, you know, there's a shrub, a little plant growing between the pavers in that stone. I have a tendency not to want to use those. Whoop, oh my goodness, it's a mountain. Not to want to use those inside buildings, in the insides of buildings. And I usually trade them out for andesite. And I think he is going to take all the ones that I did and return them to cobblestone, which is fine. That's the least of it. I'm hoping that he doesn't take the outside off, because some of it, as you can see, might be considered within the build. And so that's what I'm kind of hoping. Now, I'm looking at the construction tape, and thank goodness the half slab, the construction tape, is sitting on the slab, the vertical slab. So he shouldn't remove that. But he may do some other things that will cause, for instance, the glass in the windows. See, he's changing it. He's changing the glass out. That. So I'll have to go to his place and get all that glass back, and you know, just do it again. That was the thing that I meant, that I did that too soon. But it's okay. It's pretty. Look how it looks in oak. That is actually really nice. Did I do anything with this downstairs? This one's birch. Oh yes, and I put in the spruce floors. This is a level 3, which is the highest. And I put in spruce floors, and they already had the spruce detail. And then of course we have these right here. And since this is a level 3 and I can fix it now, and I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, I started doing stuff in Twitch, and it's like, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be doing stuff here. Bye. I have to go. So let's start with, they're going to come home soon, aren't they? No, good, we have time. Okay, so let's start with couch. They want a couch here, so let's put a sofa there. And we might as well go ahead and make it, I mean, we could make it bright, but I think I'm just going to make it gray for right now. And let's get the tool belt up so I can see. And let's put that sofa right there. And if we wanted to, and in actuality, you know something, I don't want to do that. Look at this place. This is one of these old-fashioned places where people come in and crash like a dorm. And so what this should be is not a chair. This should, unless it's on the side, this should actually be sort of lockers. So let's go in and let's get Macaw's cupboards. CPB. And there we've got them. And let's see what we want to do. I think we're just going to go ahead and do oak or dark oak. We could definitely do dark oak. Why don't we do those? So we're going to do dark oak. We can let some of this go away for right now. There's one version of the cupboards. Here's one version. Here's a version. Here's a version. Did I get all the different ones? And then here's the last one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different versions. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different places. So what if we did this one here? What if we did this closet Let's do this closet, and let's do this right here. So this entire piece right here is where people put their stuff, or we could make it a little bit better and have each place have its own little closet. Let's see. So how many beds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 1, 2. Why don't we put that in the middle and go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And let's put this in the center like that. So each one has their own little closet as a part of this. And then on this side, we can put a chair. And then what do we want to do about these? I think I'm going to take these out, these right here. And they're beautiful vanilla. They're great vanilla tables. But we have lots of mods, and so we can actually change these and make these into either macaws, or which would be nightstands. Let's see, N-I-G-H-T. Yeah, nightstands are macaws, and so this would be our choices right here, these three. Or we could do bedside tables, and we could use this one, or we could use the stripped dark oak right here. So those are our choices for between the beds. And we cannot put lights. Wow, that was interesting. That was very strange. Okay, if we do them like this, that would be fine. I think I want to put these in the center here because I can put lights on those. And they're going to start coming home in a little bit because it is late and everyone's going to jump into bed. So there's Carson. He's in the bed first here. And who's coming up? There's Riley, and Riley's upset about something. There is Emerson, and Emerson wants something. She wants some more food. Riley, what do you want?
So.
He wants some ladder. He didn't get the ladder pieces. What is it, Emerson? Why
Isn't
are you
there
upset?
something I could do?
There is. Are you having trouble getting into bed with that being there? Thinking about it. Emerson, I think, isn't feeling well. That's usually a sign that they're not feeling good. There's someone missing from here. Let's see who it should be. Maybe there isn't, but let's go downstairs and look and see who everyone. Cullen and Blair should be upstairs. Carson just arrived. Let's look here and see. Carson, and her name is Carson. Carson, Emerson, Riley. No, there's only 3 people living in here. Let's look here. Luca has moved into the first house, actually, and then everyone else is living upstairs. Cullen and Blair and Azaria and Mira are up in the other one, which let's go up there for a minute. The fastest way up there would be to come around to the courtyard and come to these stairs that go up this way, and then come around to the second tavern, which Luca is working on right now. And this is it. And come upstairs and see. And everyone's here except Cullen. So Cullen is probably still at work. And that looks like Emerson actually being sick. That red mark right find Cullen. So this is the town hall. I don't know what I'm going to call it and there he is. So this is a science settlement. This is a settlement. I guess they would have a town hall. What would you say, Vincentius Primus? Vincentius Primus, everyone. What would you say? Would a science settlement have a town hall, or would they call it something else? Would they call it something different? Yeah, I don't either. So I think we're going to call it a town hall. Usually in my surface colonies, it's city hall. But because usually my surface colonies are pretty big, and so it becomes really city hall. All the colonists are tucked in. Excellent. So, yes, if it was, yes. Ah. If you didn't hear that, Vincentius Primus was saying that if it was a scientific building and they had a building like that, they would call it a town hall, but it would be a sarcastic name. Okay, so when we were showing this place off, did we see some place where there was still yeah, this area here, and this was a surprise. This area on the map, if you can see on the map, you can see a P and you can see a C, and sure enough, the corridor is this way, much closer than I thought it was, and that was really wonderful to discover that I actually could get to the portal easily. And I was explaining during the tour that I was giving to the Twitch people, I was explaining that, as a matter of fact, interesting. You see that? What is that? Maybe I was checking to see if that actually went somewhere, and it didn't. Look, the boat's down there. Yeah, this is definitely the way I came in. So this landing right here is close to the corridor, but all of this area is completely outside of the border that we have for the settlement right now, the agreed upon border for the settlement. And as you can see, if I put this, see that line way back there? That's the border. So we would have to do a lot. We would have to get something out in this direction that far, but that's something for the future, because we could, in fact, we'll wait and see when this tower goes up in here. We actually have a patrol tower that we intend to build right here. And, or is it right here? Where is that patrol tower? That's interesting, isn't it? So this is the builder's shop right here. And we were going to put in a patrol tower. Ah, that's right. But we decided to put the house in first, because the patrol tower and the house are going to essentially be sitting on top of each other. And that's what we've decided to do. So we put the house in to see where it's going to come to, and then we'll put the patrol tower on top. So Luca is actually going to finish working on the house when we get back, when he gets done with the tavern. And I want him to get done with the tavern because it actually said I could not have any more people. And I'm going to try and see if I can, I have Mordecai, I have Luca. I think when you get to a certain point, you can't live in the tavern anymore. This is speculation on my part. I have no idea for real. But I couldn't add Luca to the tavern, and I can't get any more people at this particular time. I was trying to add. I found a wonderful warrior, and I thought I would add them, but I couldn't. So because I didn't have enough housing. So that's what we're going to look at in a little bit and see once he gets. There's 2 bedrooms there. So we should be able to add someone, but I think it's going to say so long as the others are living in the tavern, I can't add anybody. And that will be interesting. Okay, so you can see the meteor underneath the town hall that Cullen has built up. And when he's done, we will repair this land here, except in this area, because this is where the clinic is going to go, but on the sides. And we'll also dig the meteor out of this corridor, because this corridor here, and I didn't even think about that, in regards to this clinic, it is sitting right here. See this? There's a corridor right here. And we should be able to make an entrance to the clinic, depending on how the clinic looks, which clinic I chose. Let's look here. Let's look at this. Let's look at the build options. It is a warped clinic, which means it has 4 doors. And so that's actually good, because we'll be able to put one of the doors will go right back to, we can open up an entrance in that corridor or not, depending on how this part looks here. I think we should, though, but I can't do anything about this until he is done. And he is not done with the level 5 yet. That's what this is. That's what the construction tape on this building is. Him working on the level 5 of this building. And speaking of him doing that, let's go and look and see. They're about to start work. See what time it is. Let's go look and see if he is asking for anything. And if I can't read this, that's what I thought. I'm going to restart the build because he's not showing me what he needs. So I'm going to run up here right quick and do a restart. So I'm going to cancel and restart. And so let's come here, cancel the upgrade. And now I'm going to get the build options. The builder is Cullen, and upgrade the building. All right, so he should start building again. Let's go through here. This entrance goes towards the taverns where everyone is staying. And it sounds like everyone is just getting up now at 8 o'clock in the morning and going off to work. So
I'm going to do my best work for you.
Thank you. And do I should have, Luca's probably the only one that I don't have a scroll for, but let's see. I have Blair. No, I have all 3 of them. Good. Okay, so that we can go to the warehouse. And we're doing this differently from our surface towns. Normally, if I give things to them in the beginning, in other words, what's happening is things are ordered and they come off the ship, and yes, yay, Cullen, and then those things are delivered by the courier. So that is how we're going to do it here. A lot of times they just get delivered on the surface, get delivered by me, but I kind of like, actually, at this stage, this is a new way that I'm doing it, of having the courier deliver them, having all the stuff go to the warehouse and having the courier deliver it to them. So we had a ship come in. We have some crates that haven't been unloaded yet, and we're actually going to go, and that's what he's waiting for. We're actually going to come in here and let's see, let's take Cullen's first. Let's take Cullen's first and see. According to this, he doesn't need anything. He has everything that he needs, and that's wonderful. Let's look at Blair's, and Blair needs glowstone. Now, glowstone is going to come from the lava ship, because the lava ship supplies nether materials from distant tribes, in other words, of piglins and zombie villagers and that kind of thing. Glow. So we will put in a supply of that for her, and I'm just going to add it to here, and he'll take as many as he needs, see, and take them to her. And I really like that. That is so cool. So what else does she need? That's it. She's almost done with the minor, what number? Wow, she's working on minor 4. So she is actually almost done with that. Meanwhile, Luca, for the tavern, needs white carpet and lanterns, and look how many. Whoa. So those are absolutely coming from the airship, from mechanics on the surface, and that's where they would receive a shipment of glowstone to make into lanterns, because isn't that how you make lanterns? Let's see. Lanter, until we actually have, it's much simpler than that. It's just a torch. Ooh. And so until we have a blacksmith or a mechanic to make lanterns, we're just going to have to order them from the surface, and that's what we're going to do right now. And then they will be delivered to the builders as they need them. So this is us just making sure that we open up the crates that came off of those ships. We also need some white carpet, and that is not floating carpet, that's just regular white carpet, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So we're going to get a shipment of that as well. Carpet. And we'll just go ahead and get the full stack, because you have these ships coming in. Of course, they're going to bring more than enough. And there we go. So I think that takes care of everybody at this moment, and Carson is busy making sure that everyone has what they need. And we're going to look at the time. It's afternoon. Let's go over to where Cullen is, so that Cullen gets done pretty quickly. Although this is not where I thought I was going. Wow. So this needs doing here. Whoa, look at these. These haven't been done yet. I'm looking at this and it's like, I thought I did all of these over here. Wow. Okay, so what I'm talking about is all of these railings are not made out of fence. And because they're not made out of fence, if they come into these areas, they're going to want to walk on these railings because it's made out of the same material as the walkway. So we actually are in the process of changing all the railings and actually making them out of material that they don't walk on. They can't walk on. So that's what we're going to do here right now. Although I should be doing this at night and going and seeing what Cullen's doing. But Luca finished, yay! And this is good because we need Luca to work on the next and final construction of that particular tavern, so that we can put back the things that he took away. And look at this. Wow, so that's in that direction. Okay, I need to keep that in mind. And for now, do I want to close it off? Nah, I don't. Let's come over to the tavern and let's get him to start working on, there it is, on the next level, the next and final level of the tavern. So we'll go through the courtyard and up the stairs here. I know, I haven't, yay, everyone is finishing all their work. This is really lovely. So Blair also finished working on the level 4 of the mine, which is perfect. So let's have build options. Let's have Luca finish upgrading the tavern, and then we're going to have Blair finish upgrading the mine, and that will definitely take care of all of these. You can come down here and go through the courtyard and go past this entrance. This is the warehouse, this entrance for Blair for her workshop, and then right over here is the entrance for the mine. And we'll check and see, oh, everyone's leaving. That means it's time to go home. And there's Mordecai, poor Mordecai. Mordecai is assigned to the mine, and he's going to spend the night here. It seems at night that he starts, he makes rounds, but we'll watch again. Blair, yes. And this is her last time, and ooh, look at that. So we're going to have to get one of the surface masons to get all of that endstone brick to be here. And it's the mason and the stonemason and the blacksmith and the ores manufacturer, those 4 craftspeople, and the carpenter, 5. We practically need them immediately because of things like this. So we're going to upgrade the cave, upgrade the mine, and I'm looking down. I just want to see for a moment how it's going. See, he's only got one of these sections done here, and there was a break in this area down here. I don't see him doing anything, and I forgot he was asking for a ladder, so that's another thing to put into the warehouse until we have an actual carpenter to make these things. Hello, you. This is the restaurant at the new I'm going to remove these for a minute. This is the restaurant that at level 5, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look. Sure enough. So these are all the things that we can do at night since we can't sleep. So, but the first thing I want to do is put some ladder in here that Carson can take to Riley. So we're going to check the shipments and make sure that the crate of ladders gets unloaded and gets put in, and that will be given to Riley in the morning. And right now, where were we? What were we doing? We were fixing the roadway over here because we don't want to lose any of the speculators. We don't want to lose any. We don't want to lose anyone. So the best way to do that is to actually just go ahead and remove these railings, stone railings, and put in fence railings instead of block railings in these areas. Do that right now, and very quickly while everyone is sleeping, except the tourists. The tourists don't actually sleep. Go ahead and take all of this away right now. And there we go. Let's go ahead and let's do something. Let's get a pickaxe and let's have it here for us to use. And let's put in, look at the fires burning in the distance. Wow. That is pretty amazing. And there we are. And then let's put this in. And then come up to this area here. Okay. And there you are. All right. So that definitely takes care of all of this. They can't get up. I mean, they can't get out. And we actually found a working spawner somewhere when we were touring, and I don't remember where it was. Was it up here? Yes, look at this. It was like, what? I thought I got rid of them all. But here is an actual blaze spawner right in this area right here. And it's like, whoa. So this will probably be some kind of museum. We'll see what happens, what gets built in this area, and that'll help sort of figure it out. The other blaze spawner right here is gone. And there's, I think, one more of those platform areas where there would have been spawners. But this part is fixed now. And this is going back towards where town is. But this area here, let me just check. And this is, look where we are. This is the center of the fortress. And yes, indeed. So we're just off of that central room. And here is where we are. And I'm just making sure in some of these faraway places that we got all of the fencing. Yay! So it was just that little area that I missed. The fencing there. And let's continue then. We're going to, here's the airship. We're going to, let's do the restaurant. Since the restaurant is a level 5, let's go ahead and work on the restaurant for a little bit and see what we're going to get done here. First of all, we'll take off the jungle doors for right now. They're kind of really, and look, we have hanging lights here. Let's take these down. I'm going to end up putting lights somewhere in here. It's going to be interesting to see. Oh, we've got VIP seating. That's cute. Whoops. Too strong. don't know my own strength. I probably should be using an axe. And that would solve that problem, wouldn't it? Let's do an axe. Don't get too much dirt stuff that can be removed with a shovel, but we can definitely make those go away for right now. And this counter is, I think, okay. I'm going to change out the tables and in this area, and of course the chairs. Let's do the chairs here in the private seating area, and then also all the chairs and tables in the restaurant. Do I want to have benches? I don't know. We'll see in a moment. This is the first restaurant, and this is the downtown restaurant. So what it looks like might actually be something we might want to have be pretty. So the one thing that we are going to need, so the outside is covered with this, is covered with the brick of the ruins. So the inside can be whatever we want it to be. And this is the thing where we want to, since this place is so dark, and I'm glad you can see. I should have checked on that before. We do want to have light walls of some sort, and so that's what we're going to look at right now. And then in these areas here, we don't really have a thing for it's just if I want to retain these window spots here, let's look through, see how far. Now this one is okay. Look at this. We actually could have this come back and actually have that window actually be there. Yay! But this is too deep into, maybe not. Okay. We'll have to look at that on the other side and see what we've taken away here. And what? This reminds me of Manhattan, where you have sometimes retail or restaurants in the basement, and the windows are at sidewalk level. That is fun sometimes. So let's go ahead and actually put windows in there. Pane. And for the time being, I think we're going to go with what we were doing with the others and just go ahead and have wood-bound window frames. And this is Chroma Hill's texture pack. The texture pack for Chroma Hills has those windows. What do we have here? If we wanted, is it okay? We'd have to do it on both sides. They're awake. Okay. Let's see if we want to do this on both sides to bring that through so that they actually can use that. I like it actually, and I want to do that with these windows also. So far we actually found windows. However, this is interesting, and I'm not sure we can do anything about this. I would love to be able to do something with that, but I don't think that we're going to be able to. If we were going to do something, it would have to be right here, in this window right here. We could take this out right here and connect this entrance right here. So see, it goes right here. So walking right here, there would have to be something here, like stairs or something to get into that. Let's put stair. Let's see if we want to put it which way do we want? Let's put it right there. And this is the window right here. Let's take this back so we have a little bit more of a landing right here. And that's good. And then why don't we put door right there? So we're not really, what's the matter?
What can
What's wrong
I
with
do
you?
for you?
That has to do for now. What is the matter? Let's look and see. Wait. Let's look and see if she's sick. She's sick, and we don't have a hospital. Quickly, I've got stuff on me that can fix what she has. I just have to make sure what she has. So let's make these things go away.
Of course.
Touch her again. And I don't see what it is. You're going to have to tell me what you have. Open requests. She wants food. She's not telling me what she needs. So why don't we experiment? Why don't we start with a flu medicine and see if that's what it is. She'll tell me again in a minute. But let's do 3 of those, 3 of those, and let's see what happens
sorry.
here. You don't have to be sorry. You don't feel good. That's all. Yes, I hear that. Okay. So if it's the flu, and it is, she will take the medication. All right. So we've got these stained glass up here. And I'm going to use those same stained glass above the doorways. And that will work really well. And then we're at this point right here. And what I was trying to see is, what does this mean right here? How far? Ah, look at this. Yay. Oh, this is so fun. Excellent. So I'm going to take this level down out here. Why don't I use a pickaxe? And we'll take this down in this area here. And there it is. This is one of the windows for the restaurant. And it's right on this opening right here. We can have this part of the opening simply not be there. So we'll bring that part, and that means that the other window will also work as well. So let's get some of this pane and we'll put right in this window right here. And are you better?
Isn't there something I could do?
I think there is. Let's look for a minute and see if any food supplies have come in. She has food. She would like to probably have some protein, some meats would probably be good. But let's see what we're looking at here. Yay! Okay, this is good. Let's take that away. Let's use a pickaxe. And let's put in this stone right here. So that is 2 deep in there. And this right here. Let's bring this back one more right there. This back wall here, whatever this back wall is going to be, is actually going to show in this hallway. So that means that more than likely this back wall is actually going to be this. And I have to be careful because the hut block is in this area, but I think we're beyond it now. Now, is that a window? Let's see in a minute. And we'll get that going right there. So that's so amazing. I didn't think we were going to have any windows. And look at this. We actually do. So right here, let's take this right here. And since these are so thick right here, why don't we go ahead and put full block in, and I'm actually going to put it back one so that both sides of this window have a little ledge area for it. We're putting the window into the ruin, into this part right here, and let's see what that looks like. Yeah, and that works really well for the way this is. If we wanted to, also, we could put this on top, this fencing on top of it right here, the way it is in other sections. We could do that right there. Yes, I know, but I think the fact, yes, I think that I want to do that with those. Not so much with these right here, but definitely with these ones that are especially right here on the ground like this. Let's go ahead and put that in, and that gives us that look, which is very nice, and I like that a lot. I wish we could have something upstairs here, but we don't, and that gets us back to how tall are we making this? We're making it this tall because that's the walkway up there, and we definitely can do that. What are we doing with the places here? So see where that brick is? That's the only places that show on this side, but not sure I'm going to be able to make it look right unless I just go ahead and take this whole side and make it the historical material. This historical material that fortresses are made out of. So we'll do that. I'm just going to go ahead and put in the rest of this stone that's supposed to be here. We can see this window right here. And do I want to take out that piece? I'm taking it out, but I'm going to check in just a minute and see how I feel about taking that piece out. So let's come here. And that's the window right there. And let me look and see what I've got here. Let's take this up completely right here. If I'm going to, it's this. Why don't we take it up the full length? There. I like that better. And right here where this is, we're going to put we're going to put stair there. So that it looks like we meant to do that. Let's put stair right here. It's time to go home. And you saw that, right? She just walked out the window. And that's one of the things that I definitely like that. And if we wanted, just in this area here, we can add this. No, I'd be afraid that it would cause the visitors to want to stand up there. So let's not do that. All the colonists are tucked in. Yay! Now, since we have this coming out in this right here, oops. Hey, let's just get one more piece of this. Let's have this here, and this right here. So that's going to be this coming right in this area, just for the time being. What's this going to be down here? I don't know yet. And of course it depends on what's above and how high and all of that. More than likely, it's going to be something, one of the crafts We already have the mine over in this other stairwell right here. This is the mine down here. And so what we put, now that might actually be really interesting. Whoops. If we could put the blacksmith down there. The blacksmith is actually a single story, and that would be most interesting. It would be down below this area right here. So see, these stairs are going up right in here. And look at that. But because those stairs are going up, see, that's those stairs right there. I don't think that we have anything to worry about if we decided we wanted to do that. So we would have to I think the blacksmith probably would be best to have in an underground place like that. Let's look at all of the choices we have for people. This is downtown, so how much noise and all of that kind of stuff. Let's see, oh, there's something else that we could put there though. Let's do at Minecolonies, and there it is. We could put a bakery down there, and the restaurant and the bakery being similar and close to each other. There's a flower shop. That would be interesting here. I can't wait to see what that looks like. And so we have builders and housing, or we could put a house, but I think we don't have the space. I think the house is going to show too far up. But we'll look. Smelt, archery, combat. We're not going to have those. University, we already have. Sifter and crusher. The sawmill, all noisy. A bakery isn't noisy, and it's so interesting. It would be one of those things that actually would be in a basement area in a city or in something like that. So I actually like the idea of it. There's rack. Yeah, let's do the bakery. Let's do a bakery. So our choices for bakery, since we're putting it inside the ruins of this fortress, our choices for bakery are going to be, well, let's see, bakery, K-E-R. Okay, a baker, a candlestick maker. Let's go out for a second and let's look. She's still working on the mine. That's what that construction is for, and he's still working on that. But I want to see what our bakery choices are. That looks like where we were lighting up an area so that you could see better what the things were going to look like. So let's take that. Let's come down and let us touch this. There we go. And sure enough, the first thing that we get is the warped baker. And look what it looks like at level 1. And look at that gorgeous stove. Look at that stove made out of black stone. Level 2, 3, 4. And there's the thing that we have to look for with bakeries. The windmill. Okay. So we're going to choose a bakery that does not have a windmill. And because they're not going to be outside in this instance. Had to get something to drink for a moment. Okay. So what we actually want here is a different bakery. Let's look at Acacia. Now Acacia is the one that has this chimney. It is 2-story. The 1-story of this bakery has this outside area, so I think not, only because of that outside area there. And then we have, we have Asian, of course. Let's look at the level 5 of everything. This is the Asian one, also having an outside, and we may use it. We may use these in other areas of the nether, but not right now, not this. Hello? What do I hear? Oh, fireworks. Oh, okay. I hear fireworks. Okay, and this is another windmill. This has been, wow, that has changed a lot. And then Caledonia does not have a windmill. It's a city bakery, but it still has too much going on the outside. This is more than likely what we're going to do. The cave bakery right here. That's all there is to it. Just this like this. It's perfect for putting down there and having that as the bakery. But I just want to check Mesa for a minute. Let's check the Mesa. Fortress isn't going to see, it's huge first of all. And look at those outside stairs. Have I not seen this bakery before? I like that. Wow. Oh, that is nice. Okay, and there's the shop, and there's the bakery there. That is most interesting. Let's look at a lower version of this. Oh, but it's got a windmill. But let's look at the level 1 for a second. And Fortress is good for this. There's the level 1, and which is usually an encampment, which is so cool. I so love that. Number 2, ooh, oh, that is tempting. Look at that. That is tempting because that is nice. That's number 2. Number 3 starts to go up, but it's going up in a full square. But it's got this outside part here, and I always forget about this. So let's look at number 2 again. So it has that would be inside the ruins. So there's a choice. That would give us 2 ovens, and it would just be a level 2 bakery, which would mean that we'd have to have another bakery somewhere else in the area as well. So that's one. The other that should be pretty square is Mesa, and Mesa has a windmill. I can tell, yeah, by the beginnings of that, sure enough. And then Sandstone. Let's look at Sandstone for a second. And that's right, I remember making this for the 12 cities for Omo with that particular windmill construction, which was really cool and that I liked. That's level 5. Level 1 has a lot of outside. So does this. See all this cleared away here? That's the part that we don't want in the ruins. Let's look at Space Wars for a second. And then we'll go back to Warped. Space Wars. And Space Wars, that's right. It has a definite outside like a coffee shop kind of bakery. And we also did that in Omo. It's very cool looking, but not in the ruins. we might have it in the outskirts of the settlement, because that would be neat to have. And then this is stone, of course, the traditional, the original, and true dwarven. Speaking of dwarven, there is a true dwarven which has a water wheel underground. This is going to be really good in the caves, but that is a water wheel version of a bakery instead of a windmill, and it is beautiful, actually. That's actually nice. That is. So we're back to warped. Should I check? Nordic is always super tall, and sure enough, a water wheel as well, which is good. But they're always super tall. Even the first floor is going to have that water wheel. And what are we going to do about water? This isn't going to work here. In the warped, if it has water, then special dispensation, a special thing has been written so that the warped ones can have water. So if I want to have water, like a farm or something, I am absolutely going to have to use the warped versions of these buildings. So let's look again at the warped. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so it is one of the ones with the windmill, like we said. But let me see something for a minute. Oops, I changed the wrong one. Let's go back to 1. So 1 looks like this. So if we put that underneath, it would be this. This is what it would be. And level 2 of this would have the enclosure right here, and a cake in the oven. A cake in the oven, or a cake in a closet. Isn't that the oven right there? Cake with frosting. Oops, I changed it again. Number 3 is giving us more ovens, but it is the same size, and that's when it starts to go up and get ready to have the windmill. And so we could do a level 2, and that's what we would have, and that's the size it would be. So I think the cave version is going to be the best for us, just so that we can have a little bit more size, since this is downtown. Like I said, in some of the other areas we can do something more, but since this is downtown, let's have the full restaurant here, the full little coffee house bakery kind of thing going on. Okay, so there is the doors, so we can see the doors. And so let's hex this, let's nix it, and let's come down here, and let's come through, let's go down. Oh, it's 12 in the afternoon. And they didn't get up. They'll get up now, I believe. Let's come right here and let's touch this. And there is a portion of the restaurant. So see, when we put it back in the wall, I believe that's the back. Let's push this back again. And there are the doors right there. So that's the doors of the restaurant right there. And if we put this as much, which way? It's such a shame. We could just make it a single door, maybe, or we'll decide to just bring it out a little bit more. Let's push it back 1, and then I'm going out for a minute while this is still up. I need to actually see if where this shows that it might show on the other side of this building. That's what I wanted to see. That right there. That's it coming out. So it is in this stone area right here, coming out on this side. That is curious. Let's move it back one so that it is back. It does not come out of this wall. And we'll see where that puts the door again. Let's come down here and see where that puts the door for a minute. And we just saw, and there's people getting fed. That puts the door right here. I think I'm going to be okay with that. I think I'd rather have it be like that than not. And this is the question, though, because we're going to do this an awful lot where we have these like this. And the only thing I can think is either to just make it one door open, or that I'm going to bring these areas back. So one more time, I'm going up and see if I can see the outer edge showing up anywhere of that. Let's come back. I don't see anything there. I see this lighting up, and the fact that that's lighting means that this thing that I want to put in is close enough to this, sure enough, to light that up. But that's actually okay for right now. Because this will be done in a little bit, and that it does not have, to the best of my knowledge, it doesn't have a basement. But let's go here for a minute. Let's open this door and close it, and let's look. Let's put the bakery up here so we can have a free hand. Maybe not. Let's put the shovel away. Let's bring these down. Let's put the axe away for right now. All right. So yes, I don't see stairs going down anywhere. I don't remember there being any in this particular build, so I think we're good to go. So now all I have to do is, see, this is to the top of the restaurant right here. So all I have to do now is dig it out. I have to dig out the hut block. So let's come down here and let us click build building. Oh, why did I do that? I was supposed to dig it out first. What did I do? And of course, it's pitch dark down here and you can't see a thing. Let me get a lantern. That's why we had this on us. Grr. I'm going to have to hold this in my hand in order for you to see anything down here. And let's just go ahead and dig the whole thing. I'm going to have to dig a portion of this out because of what I just did. So we're going to dig this back until we find the hut block. And I don't remember whether it showed the hut block being directly. I may have to... oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So not so bad. Not so bad. Good. Good. This is going to be off center, but it will... God. I'm probably just going to make it a single door just to keep that from happening. Here, I was able to bring back the hallway. to make it not look like that is looking like down there. Okay, so we have set ourselves a bakery right here, and if we look at the let's look just for a minute at let's take this out now, just sit it there. Let's take these for a second. I'm going to put away the tool, and I'm going to make these go away for a moment. We can get them later. It is nighttime, and this actually is what I'm supposed to be doing at night, but I just want to make sure that everyone went to bed, and that means I have to see Cullen, and Cullen is there. Good. Yay. Okay. Excellent. And excellent. Okay. And so, yes, so that is definitely what we're going to have. Wait, we don't have to do that anymore. And this right here, if I'm going to dig this out and replace it for them, I should do that, because that is precious material there, and they would not leave that in the ground in a public area where anyone could just dig it up. They would have Riley come in and actually dig it up. So right here where we have the entrance, we could put something right in this little area here, and I think I'd like it to be some kind of glow. So we could either use glowstone or glow shrooms. We've got different glow shroom blocks that we could use. We have red, we have yellow, we have just glow shroom, and those are good. And then we have, that looks like gray, but is that gray actually showing? So the ones that can be seen or see-through, they kind of look like that. And let's see. That definitely does mark that there's something there. That there is something in this corner. And I don't know whether I necessarily like that. And let's see if this looks interesting as a indication that there's a shop. That's not bad, actually. And the other one was these kind right here. This is the pink of this. And then there is yellow. Oh no, that's interesting. The pink is interesting because we're surrounded by so much of this nether brick. I think I like that the best so far. So I'm going to go with that. And now, is that you? Ah, okay. I'm hearing all sorts of things tonight. What do we want the walls? Now, this wall is definitely going to be this, and so is the ceiling. These things aren't going to change. And the ceiling is going to be up like that. It's going to be interesting. It's going to have that architectural kind of look that old buildings can have when they have those kinds of things. This can definitely be pane, because that is only a single right here. So we can put pane in this window, and then we have pane in these, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine for those. And yes, so the windows are done. The ceiling is done. We're on the inside. And this back wall is done in regards to, that's what it's going to look like. So let me look here and see. So see, we have this stepped back one on these walls right here. What happens if we go here? Aha, that's what I was looking for. to see if this can be stepped back as well. And it absolutely can be. So we'll step that back. This is different. Oh no, it's good. Yay! Oh, I should be using a pickaxe. Pickaxe this thing. Okay, now I like that. So that is a decoration on top of there, the ruins, and it gives it a really cool. I love that. Okay, so we have that, we have this, and now we need windows. But before we have, doors. But before we do that, what are the walls going to be? So we need something that is light. And let's look. No. Terracotta. Let's look at some terracottas, and let's see if we have something that we might be interested in. That's in this. It's kind of leaning towards the magentas, isn't it? It kind of is. This coloring. This color right here. Look what we could do. We could just light this right here, but look what we could do. Let me get a piece of this for a minute. Look what we could do, whoops, if we put this in, except we'd have to put it in so that the arrow was in the right direction. I don't think I can do it unless I put this one in first. So let's put the top one in first in the right direction. Can I get a right direction here? Let's see if I put this in. Can I click on this? Surely I can get this. Oh, shoot. I'd have to do it from the other side. So let's go through here so I can stand here for a minute on this side. And let's do it this way. There it is. And that's what it wanted. So how do I do that? Because I definitely want the arrows all going in this direction. So let's do this here. Can I scrunch through there? Can I crawl underneath? I can't. That's a thought. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to fill this in, but I'm going to dig this part out so that I can get out. And then I'll put everything back. So from right here, we're going to have to dig it down, another one here, and let us put this part, yeah, let's put all of this back. And so do we want to use this or this? This is actually this right here on the outside of the building. So we've got that one, and now we've got the one that we need that goes right here. And let's put it, oh my gosh, you can't really see. Can I get that to go up? If I can get it to go up, and I can't. Let's see what that looks like. Nope, they're all going that way, and I'm going to be happy with that. I'm going to be happy that I can even get that to do that. And now we're going to put this back in. So let's get these pieces right here to put back in. I know it's so dark. It really is. Just a second. I apologize. I just looked and saw how dark it was. Now what?
What shall I do today?
I will work on it. Really? Again? Wow. Skip the chit chat. She is sick again. So let's get out for a minute. Whoa. Wow. There it is. The town hall is done. Oh my gosh, that was a pretty grand thing, wasn't it?
Absolutely. It'll
Yeah,
be
absolutely.
done in a jiffy.
Okay, just a minute. Let's get here. Let's get this. Let's put this here. I'm going to give her a decent amount of this. She's probably going to cook some of it.
Any work today,
But
sir?
let's skip and go here. Yep, and let's give her that so that she cures herself. And there she goes. Okay. All right, and I apologize. I'm doing it again, going into the dark. Let's put this glow in some place where we can see it. Let's put it right here. What's that? Ooh, okay, let's put it there. And now you can see, right, what I was doing. Let's put that there. And that should be enough. Let's put that back. And let's make this corner now into that stone right there. And there it is. That's what I wanted. Yay! So that obviously shows there's the restaurant right there. And then the bakery is going to be down these stairs here. And we'll do something else with that when we start working on it. So we just saw that Cullen is done with the town hall, and that was one of the big things that we wanted to work on. We don't have any doors on this building, and we don't have any tables and chairs, so we're going to have to continue to do this. And she's like, where did my counters go? My counters are all gone. Yes, they are. So let's give her some counters for right now. And this is going to be really interesting because we're really going to be able to use a lot of tops, a lot of the stone tops. This is counter. The stone tops all have drawers in them, and let's see how we feel about that. Oops, yep. Counter, C-O-U-N-T. Yeah, let's try the oak. Let's try the dark oak granite, and let's try, let's just do these to start and see if we like any of this stuff, right? Right, Emerson? And so let's put this here. Let's put this here. Excuse me. That there, and let's put this down so we can get out. And this one is not going to be in a good place, so we would have to just use a regular. However, this is what it's going to look like on this side. It's going to look rough-hewn like that. Rough-hewn. So we could either do one of two things. We could not use it and use one of the different kinds. Kitchen, K-I-T-C-H. Let's see if we would rather have this with that border on it facing out towards the people. Is she cooking the... Yes, she is. She's cooking the medication. That's what happens when the medication's made out of food. It's like, well, we're going to eat it too. Okay, all right. And this needs to be a corner piece. I think I'm actually going to have it be like this with that, because this is a restaurant. I think I'm going to have that. This is not a serving area here, and we can use the corner piece. Kitchen, CH, see there's this corner piece right here, and that will work perfectly. And now she's having something to eat. So let's put this here. And hold on. Nope. So I do need to stand here, and she is in the way. And there isn't anything I can do about that. I can't move her. Well, I seem to be moving her. Let's move her for a second. And before she hurries up and comes back, let's put this facing that way. All right, now we have this, but we don't need this because guess what we have? Traps in, who is this? This is that andesite? I think this is andesite that we're looking at. That absent by design has trapdoors made in stone. So we are able to put this trapdoor, oops, sorry, this as a trapdoor there. That's interesting. Is that stone or is that diorite? That might actually... That looks like andesite, but it's polished andesite, and these aren't. And so they're a little bit bulky. Let's look again. Trap, AP. So we might have to go ahead and use wood because these are awfully bulky. Bulky. Yeah, I don't think that I'm going to find something that's going to work. If there had been clay ones, but I don't see anything. So that is an interesting thing. Let's try the diorite and see if it's actually diorite. This is andesite, and it's actually not polished, and that's the problem, that it's not a polished stone, but it looks like that. What does that look like? Does that look like there should be a cutting board there? It does, doesn't it? Or something. That's not that bad looking, that piece being there like that. Let's look at something else for a minute. Let's take that. Let's take these away for a sec. Let's do the diorite. Let's go to kitchen again. Let's come down here. I don't think it's going to show us any of the counters unless we go to counter. Yep. So let's go here, T, and let's pick the diorite. Let's pick the diorite. There isn't a way to do it. There actually isn't. Unless we pick something that actually looks pretty as a wood in the place. Now, did you notice in this town hall, it's almost up. I missed a day. I know I was concentrating on this so much. Look at the town hall using jungle and acacia. So we could in fact use jungle and acacia for Azaria and Mira are going back to their rooms at the tavern right now. So we could use jungle and acacia, and let's see what they look like. So counters, C-U-N-T-E-R. Let's not use these. Let's see, the acacia goes up and down, and the jungle goes up and down. So the diorite, I'm leaning towards the diorite at this particular point. I'm going to say that this is going to work. Diorite acacia or diorite jungle, and that is going to be our choice right there. And then for this corner right here, what are we just going to put? A diorite block, a chopping block, a cutting block. Let's do this polished diorite block here for a second, like this. And let's take these are the ovens here. Let's see if we like this better, or if we like, that's interesting looking, or if we like the acacia, and that's what we're going to look at. Let's see if we like this better. Yeah, we're gonna like the jungle the best, and that's probably why jungle was used, because it has an absolute finish, and that is really cool. These are not diorite. These are, that's a thought, but I think I'd rather have diorite because of the jungle. Let's make that diorite. Let's get some counter, counter. Let's get jungle. So there is diorite, jungle, counter. I'm going to bring this out just in case, and let's get block. Okay, right quick. That's not going to give it to us. We need diorite. D-I-O-R-I-O-R. Polished. I've got granite. G-R-A-N. Polished granite. And let's see which one we like the best of these. Right now we have the diorite, and we're going to put this in right here and right here. And I like it. It's more subtle than the granite at this particular point, and I actually prefer that right now. And this is in fact a diorite trap door, which we're going to attach to this side, and it looks like that. So that's good, and that part is done. Now on this right here, I think diorite, D-I-O-R. Let's see what we have that we can put in front of that, if there is such a thing. There is not really, so we're not going to be able to do that. However, look, we've got diorite tables and chairs, and these tables in particular, pedestal tables, and we'll see if we want those. I would need something. I don't know that I want to polish vertical slab. If I put vertical slab in front of these, it would look like this. 2, 3, and 4 right there. Well, now that's unexpected. There's something about that that I really like. And yeah, I'm going to, it means that some of this is actually going to, we're going to lose some seating area here. But look at that. That actually works to cover that and to make sort of like an area there. We could actually then have maybe some seating or something around that. This area here is where we can put like a chair or something for the door. And now we need doors that work, doors that will look really cool. And let's see what we've got. That you heard me getting a notification, and it was a notification that Dronecrafts, who is on Twitch, he streams on Twitch, and he is about to do a stream, and he is doing 17 vanilla, starting that, and that should be pretty fun. But let's go here for a moment and think about this one thing about the doors. So we're using these wooded, leaded. So instead of it being lead, it's wood for those windows. Doors are the counters we don't have to worry about right now. And let's look at doors that might be interesting for a restaurant. It's going to end up being glass. We could put in these because we already sort of have this themed by putting in this magenta piece right here. We want the doors to open that way. So when the doors open, they're open like that. And that goes for this also. There. So the doors open this way. So those doors and these doors. Excellent. And then now we need walls. So we've got these colors. And let's look at terracotta again. And the terra pink is really interesting. It's not, it looks like a light magenta. It's not like baby pink. It didn't used to be. Let's see what it looks like here. Do we want to have a pink restaurant? It seems more like we would have a pink bakery, doesn't it? It does. Let's look at some again. TRA. Let's just go ahead and go for white and see what color we get. And if we don't get a good color, we can go for light gray. And what do I mean by that? That in Chroma Hills, there is some anomaly, and we are getting this color as the white. And why don't I do this right now? Because what's happening here is that, let's put them right here. I'll put one there, one there, one there, and one there. So in the corners of this ceiling, we're going to actually put light because you aren't going to enjoy this too much longer without there being some light in here. Illume. And I apologize. Vincentius Primus and I actually watched a streamer doing a lot of stuff at night or doing a lot of stuff in the ground and not realizing that it was really difficult to see. And I said I wasn't going to do that, and yet I have. And yet I am doing that. So we can do that to start, and that'll give us some light in here. And then if we want, we can have some lights right over this counter here. Can we have light drop down? Right here? Not really, because of the skylight. So we'll just say that that is enough light right now until we see the rest of how this is going to look and how this color is going to look with everything. Whoops. The gray has a little tiny bit of pink in it. The gray does. Look at that. Let's do that. It's still light enough. This is the light gray that we're looking at here, but it does. The light gray has a little tiny bit of pink in it, and that is going to make all of this look like it goes together, and that is very good. Yay. So let's take that out. We have to be careful. Hot block is there, and there we go. I definitely like that. You know, Emerson, if you're gonna cook the medication,
What is it gonna be today then?
what am I gonna do about you? She wants a doctor is what she wants. And speaking of which, thank you, Emerson, for being sick. Cullen is going to start working on that clinic right now. Because that is what we need. Wow, look at the rugs. Look at the couches. Nice for vanilla. Really nice. Nice job. for vanilla design. I love it. So right here is going to be the clinic, and we're going to have Cullen start working on it, builder, and build the building. So then we will check in a little bit. Actually, why don't we go to Cullen's place? So from here, he can either do this. He can either, I know what he's going to do though. So this leads to his place, his builder's shop. We're not using the white. We've got our doors in already. We don't need those yet. And that will give us a free hand. And let's come in here. It is morning, and we can actually call him to his shop. So let's recall the worker. Nope, can't. He's in a different chunk. But he's saying he started working on it. Good. And let's look here and let's see what he needs. So he has a lot of what he needs. Look at that. He already has the basalt and the netherrack that he needs. Wow, that is really cool that he has that, and the warp stairs. So he just needs beds, believe it or not. It's a hospital. He needs wart block, and he short that, and roots and fence. So we're going to rush over to the warehouse, and we're going to put in an order for those, and then Carson can deliver those things to him when he needs them. And we have his scroll in case our memory fails, which happens sometimes. So the one thing that he needed was roots, these roots. So we're going to put in we're going to order a case of these roots, and we can put them in here. And then we're going to bring down his, this is Luca and Blair, this is Cullen. Let's bring this down and see the other things that he needed. Beds, fence, and wart block. That is not warped. Wart block. Wow. So from the lava ship, we're going to have to order that, and the lava ship will bring it in. That was warped. RPED, wart, and there it is. So this is what we have to get a case of from the lava ship. And then fence, let's go back, oops, too much, PED, fence, and which one is it? I think this is what it is, warped fence, yes. So we'll have to get that, and then beds. And I believe because this is a hospital, the beds are white, and I don't have any place to put them. I'm going to put these away for a minute until I supply. I'd like to supply all 4 beds, which I can do. 5 beds, at least 4 beds, and then when he gets ready for the 5th bed, we'll come back and give him those things. So let's look here, and there we go. So it is showing that those things are available, and then we will let's go here, and let's put this back, and we'll leave these things for now. Okay, and then we'll have to have a place for the doctor to live, and that's what Luca is going to work on. Is this another sick person? I've got illness all over the place.
Let's get started.
Skip the chit chat. Let's go here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And he should fix himself right now, but we're really going to have that. So here's 2 beds, and we'll see if we can get a doctor. And Luca is working on the tavern, the last of the tavern. So we're going to go in here and see what we've got. Yeah, that worked out really nicely. So let's do this. So we actually need a lot of things from the surface here, and it's all wood. So that means it's all coming from, if we got it all from New Mananara, if we got all of those things from New Mananara, that would pretty much be Benedict and the new carpenter in the Riverside area, Lily. Both of them would be working on what is needed for the tavern, because that is a lot of wood, right, Carson? It's a lot of wood. So he's he's going to the ship, and I'm going to look at Luca's list and see what we're talking about here, because he's going to go to the ship and see what came in, and then he's going to come back. So we need barrels. Let's start with the horizontal and vertical barrels, and we can start with those right off the bat. Horizontal, R-I-Z, nope, barrels, B-A-R-R, and there we go, and down at the bottom, and let's just get a case of those and put them in the shop. Let's also look at the wood amounts that we need. We're filling up. So one thing that we can do very easily is take out the nether rack for right now. We do not need to have this amount of nether rack sitting in the shop, and there is a place where we can put it right away, and that is upstairs here. The builders are collecting a full crate of these, and when this crate is filled, it will go to the ship, and it will be sent back to the surface at an amazingly good price. So that is going to be a lovely thing. But right now, let's go back here and let's get the rest of the materials, the rest of all of this wood that Benedict and Lily, the 2 carpenters, the 2 commercial carpenters. Paloma is a furniture carpenter, and Diego is a shingles. His specialty is shingles, and they're all in the New Mananara city, which is the other city that I have on Twitch. So let's continue. So wow, look at this. Look, remember all this stuff wasn't there, but he just Carson just brought a lot of that stuff to him. So we still need some birch, some oak slab, and oak trapdoors. And let's get the birch stairs. Let's approve for birch stairs to come in and unpack those. So we're going to unpack some birch stairs right now. There we go. And is that going to be enough? Should we do 2? Let's do 2. And then oak slab is what we needed, right? Okay. Yeah, I think so. So let's do 2 of those. And trapdoors. Was it oak trapdoors? Let's bring in a case of oak trapdoors. Let's see what the list says. The list says oak trapdoors, oak slab, and birch stairs. So there's room here. We're going to put it in for now. Put that in there. And this is what it looks like. And this is good. Okay. I believe that Carson went home. Yes. I had a feeling that it was nighttime. Okay, so that takes care of him. And then we got everything, I believe, that Cullen needed for the clinic. And that actually is going to look really good in just a minute when we take this. We're taking these walls out right here and putting in these walls right in this part right here. Let's bring that down for the door. Let's get the pickaxe. I'm going to be more conscious of that. Which is 1. Let's put the tool belt up. Let's get this and let's just go ahead and be in Minecraft and use the tools that we would use. So let's put those in. Let's put these down. And there is this front part of the shop. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. It's going to look like that. That looks like a store of some sort. And it just happens to be a restaurant at this particular point in time, which is really, really fun. And I am happy with this concept of being inside the confines of this fortress. And there we go. Whoop. This one right here. See, and I forgot anyway. I didn't use the pickaxe for that part. Okay, so there it is. This is the walls. Now, in this place, we could maybe painting, P-A-I-N-T. Let's see what happens if we try sponge, S-P-O. Let's see what happens if we try and do some kind of painting. No! And that's why we have sponge. So let's put sponge here, 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 and whoops, and here. And now let's see what we get. Nope. Nope. All right, so let's do one at a time. Let's go here. And let's see, there's the red. And let's get a second one. So that's what that looks like. Gosh, that almost looks like shutters or something, doesn't it? Oh, that is interesting. Oh, I'm going to have to do that because Chroma Hills has a back on these pictures now. It used to be that if you did this, you actually got that tapestry by itself, but now all of theirs have backs on them, but we wouldn't be able to do the front, would we? Unless we do it, unless we're saying that they're singles. That would be interesting. Let's put this here. And let's get this. And put this. Nope. Now let's put it. Yes. So if we had one of those there, it looks like we should have another one on the other side. That's what I would like. So, wait. The least we can do is that. And then, nope, we need more than that. Let's take this, because then they can't do anything. Ah, I was wrong. Okay, so bring this up. And there we go. And there we are. So these two are done. This is the one that can't have another one right there. I can't put anything there. On this side, I can. And I'll have to see if it really bothers me that I can't do it the way I want on those parts right there. I think it's going to be okay. This, and this, and this. Nope. 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 Yes. Okay. I definitely like that. That is really cool. It actually kind of looks like some sort of shutters, which is what's really neat. So here we want to do the 2 again. And we'll start by putting this here. And whoops, see that? Yeah, we'll have to bring it out to here and out to, and let's put that there for the first one. And nope. Yeah. And then for the second one, there we go. That wasn't too bad. And there we got that. Yes. All right. And then the front ones are the ones that have the 2. So let's close these for a minute. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll try and remember that I'm supposed to be stopping this and concentrating on the workers during the daytime. And I can, do something. I just have to make sure that the workers actually are working before I get involved in doing this. Yay! And there we have it. So that is the restaurant finishings, and now we need the restaurant furnishings. And so we're not going to have that table that was here before. Because we put a door in there. So we're just going to have some nice little tables in this area. And we'll see what happens with these. See? So we're done with these pieces here. This can be here. And here are the tables. Do we want to do pink? Do we actually, or do we want to do diorite? For now, let's see what it looks like if we have the tables look like that. I mean, we could, but I don't know. Could make them like the countertops. Have them be here. So one there. Let's do one here. And yeah, I think that's going to be it, actually. So we'll make it a booth. We'll have to put stools up at the counter, but we'll make this a booth, and we'll see what happens when we try and put stools in there. And do we want benches? Wrong thing. Escape! Let's go here first before we click on B and CH. And there are benches that have cloth on them. Or we can go ahead and use Mr. Crayfish's benches, and we can use the strips. And this jungle strip is very pink looking, so we can take this and put it here like that, and nope, that's going to be it. 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 That's and I actually like that. So if we put the really big table there, we could actually put a smaller table, right here, on the way to the.
Oh my.
Gosh, she scared me. I know you're sick. Shall I give her some more?
Of course.
Skip the chit chat. Let's try this one more time. She keeps cooking it, but let's try giving her just the one and seeing if it's enough. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did that chair make that fall down? It did. That chair made that go away. Drat. Let's take this. Oh, good. It's letting me put it back without a lot of fuss. Let's just have the one chair there. And here we're going to have the same thing, so we'll have to watch out of that. Let's put these two right here. And then we can put bar stools up. I was trying to see if I could get a different one in, but that is it. So let's do stools. Stools. S-T-O-O-L. We're using stripped wood. So we could use the stripped dark oak if we wanted to, and we could use let's see. Uh-oh, and there it is. There's the beginning right there. So I'm getting close to the end. Let me just look and see if I want. I think I'm going to use either the tall rainbows. I want to use something light. There's the jacaranda is sort of pinkish. The zelkova is good, of the talls. And there is the bulbous, so we can see if we like which ones of these that have the pinker tone in them. Let's look at these. So these are our choices for stools right here. We could do that. That's more orangey. But the jacaranda is definitely peaceful. That is surely peaceful. And let's see here. That's that one. Let's look at this. That's kind of neat. That kind of blends the colors all together, doesn't it? And makes some colorful chairs right there. We could put one there. We could put one there. We could have one. I'd almost need to put one like right here. I think that's not going to make that come down, but we'll see. Get ready. It seems to be staying, but I don't know that I like it there after all that. Yeah, let's just have these two right here. And it's a shame because they're not going to get closer because of the fact that that is actually vertical slab right there. And I think that's going to do for right now. Yeah, I should have some extra chairs and stuff, but I don't. I definitely don't. Okay, So the walking that you keep hearing is, see that visitor up there? They're walking on the roof. And so we can hear them. No? Yes. And okay. Yep. I am beginning to fade. Let's see how long, just for a second, how long this is. And we can, that'll give us an idea. 2 hours and 14. So why don't I make it 2.5 hours? So we'll go right to the 11. And that should give us a little bit, 2 hours and 15. Just a little before 11 will actually give us the full 2.5 hours. And we'll do that. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and staying with me while I make all these crazy decisions. And there she is. She's not sick now.
What can I do for you?
And we'll probably have to bring in a crate of food at some point. But this is her restaurant right here. Let's remove the tool belt, and this is what it looks like. And yeah, this is actually really cool. This is actually really unexpectedly fun, and I am enjoying it. So we need some things that we can put on the counter here, and let's do that. Let's put those things on the counters. So that's the sounds in the nether are really amazing. Let's put what was it? I thought of something. What did I think of that I was going to do right then? Oh, sea pickles. Yes. So, sorry about that. Sea pickles. SEA. So, sea pickles are good. We can do flower pots. FLOW. Not the flower pot, but luminous flower pot. Silence gems. That'll make it. Wild area lighting. Oh, silence gems. And then let's look for a jar, and that'll give us the cow in a jar. Just seems like a nice sort of like there used to be cookie jars that the bottom of the cookie jar had little statues in them, and so we're going to say that that's what that's like. And then the other thing that we could use is fruit baskets. Yes, because then we can put little cakes and pies. Now there's a fruit crumble. Nice. And let's go to desserts. Let's see how far. Let's see how far we get. Nope. There we go. Okay. Definitely cookies, right? And I should have taken one more of those fruit crumbles. Yeah. Let's do that for a minute. And FRUI. Because I think it might look right. We'll find out in a minute. In the meantime, we know that this does. We know that the pies definitely look good. And we know that the cake looks like little pastries. So that's definitely also good. And yeah, that works. Okay. So let's get the tool belt up for a minute. Right here. And let's put the jar up. She's going home. She stayed a little bit later than usual. Let's put the jar right here. Let's put the fruit right here, like that. And right in there, let's do a couple of these. Let's do some of this. And let's do some of that. Yeah, and let's see what that looks like. That looks like that. Let's mix this up a little bit, and let's put that over there so that I don't see the slice out of it. It just looks like it's some kind of cake there. And the other ones, I'm going to take them out. Every once in a while, the Chroma Hills, when they don't have, because this is a mod, these fruitcakes are part of either Pam's or Cooking for Blockheads. So let's just go ahead and use the regular vanilla pieces, because those are definitely, Chroma Hills definitely has those. So let's put this right here for a minute. Let's go to food for a second, and we could do a case of cherries. Let's do that. And yep, this is what's happening. This is why I'm going to stop. Okay, let me right quick. Is there any more dessert? Yes. We can do, oh, that's the problem. We can only do a couple of these, but we can do, and that's too many. So we need maybe about that many of those. And that's all I'm going to do right now. So let's go back over here, and it's nighttime, so they're all asleep, and let's add some more of these right around this part, and then right here let's put these in, and let's see what we've got when we do that. And then we have that. That looks very nice, and I like that. We'll do that, but we're not going to do that. I just realized, let's not do these here, because we're going to have a bakery, and the bakery is actually going to need those kinds of things. So what we can do here is something completely different. That just goes to show how sleepy I am, because without a doubt, we're going to do something different there. Let's put on the table right here. Let's put 2 of those, and maybe one right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and then let's get from here let's get a different look for this. I didn't use this one, and we could, but not on the table and not over there. I guess we could put it right here on this counterpart right there. I guess we could put that there, and that's going to look like something. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. All right. So in order to put something in the fruit basket, now that we've gotten that other to go away, we could either do sticks, we could do sandwiches, we could do pieces of chicken. What's going to look like something in there? Bowls would. We can see if we like the soup. And hold on for a second. Oh, okay. Kindle. Are you saving yourself something to read later? Oh, good. Let's put these bowls in and see what they look like. So they look really small, and they look like condiments more than they look like actual food. So let us turn here. Let's do this, and all we've got is that. So yeah, I would need to have okay, that's it. How much more time do we have? How much more? Let's see. I'm supposed to be able to see here. 5 minutes. We can do it. We've got to do it. 5 minutes. So, if we're putting condiments there, let's go ahead and go to food and let's get some bread. And let's get maybe about that much. And the dried kelp might actually look like something. So we'll use these two. We've got a customer. Look at this. Natasha Hall. Interesting. Interesting name. Okay. I want to see if I can put these in here. Let's do this. Do I want to do that? Yeah. And then we're going to have to put these. Let's see if these work. If these look, oh yeah, that looks like something. It does indeed. It definitely looks like something. And that's good. Okay, so I'm going to take these things I have in my hand and put them back because I don't need these right now. We're good. I think we're good. I think this is going to be pretty close to exactly everything. Unless we want to do some item frame plates. So we have cups there and that. Why don't we do an item frame plate on the other table? Because I have white item frames and from Decoration Blocks mod, and that means I can put that on the table like a white dish. So we're just going to take one of them. Let's take one of these glass frames and let's look for a couple things. Let's look for a shovel, spatula, SP. There's something that SPAT. Yes, this is what I was thinking of. So we can do that. And we'll just do those two for a minute. So the first one is to put something here. Like this. We cannot. Okay, all right. So we'll just have to leave them. All right. Okay. We'll have to have whoever, Emerson, we'll have to have Emerson tell the person who ends up helping her in the kitchen, because she is a level 5, which means that she can have someone else be in the kitchen with her. And the only reason it's not showing that is because we probably need to do something in the university about that. So I'll have to wait on some of those things for now. But there we go. Dun, 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 dun. This is the restaurant, and we just need a name. I'm happy to accept a name for the restaurant. And yeah, bump. I ran in. This is my favorite part right here. This is the part I'm actually going to have to take a picture of. I think, but I don't know. I'll have to ask Vincentius. Vincentius, look, can you see that? That's to show that there's a restaurant back there. You see the arrows? Does that work? Yeah. And then they come up to the door, and then we'll start looking at the bakery the next time that we are in. And let's look here. Let's see what I'm looking at in regards to these things right here. I think that worked out really well for the restaurant. The restaurant I likey. And so more sickness. Wow, she is really not. She actually, I imagine that when we get the hospital done, she's actually going to go to the hospital and stay for a while. Sometimes that happens that they do, and that is pretty much looking like what's going to happen there. She's working, and she's spreading the disease. We need some masks, people. We do. Okay. All right. So thank you, everyone. We're going to go for now. They'll get out in a minute. All the trapdoors in this restaurant. This restaurant is a little bit older. The design of it, and those trapdoors do kind of stop them. But they will ultimately leave.
Oh my.
When I open it, he's closing it. So that's one of the things that's happening there. Should I take it down? Yeah, I'm not going to worry about doing that. When the time comes, see that? That's what happens. So he doesn't have any medication on him now, so we'll have to do something about that. Oh shoot. Remember, we were going to put this in. Where do we put it? We need to put it somewhere. Oh, we're not going to have any place because we filled all the counters. So we're not going to worry about it. We can put it in the bakery. We'll use it in the bakery. Yes, that's what we will do. Okie dokie. All right. Restaurant. Yay. Okay. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is what I do on Monday nights. And it is Monday where I am. And for a little bit longer. And this is Eastern Daylight Time. And you can join me next Monday, and I will do some more work. And we're having fun. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your games, and enjoy watching all the other gamers. And I hope you will come back. Bye for now. We're going to listen to Vincentius Primus play guitar. That sounds like a good out. So here we go.